welcome one of the most exciting comics on the UK circuit at the moment. It's the brilliant Finn Taylor!
Hello! Nice to be here. My name is Finn. If you've never seen my comedy before, it's always described by broadsheet journalists as being very provocative. Oh, that's what they say. It's always very provocative, blah, blah, blah. And I think what they really mean by that is that my material is offensive, but I am privately educated. So, my intentions must be good. No, I just have opinions nowadays. It's a weird time to have opinions, isn't it? People don't let you have some opinions. Like, I remember a few weeks ago on Twitter, I just said the opinion that I think you should let trans women use whatever toilet they want. Oh, I regret that. Good Lord. People came after me. There's this huge war in feminism, right, as to whether trans women are women. And from my point of view, they clearly are. You know, I don't know if you've heard these trans women, but good grief, they go on a bit and chew your ear off. Very naggy. And so now you have this weird coalition of liberal feminists and quite right-wing Christians united, finally, over this decision to stop people pissing in bathrooms. It's like, just let people piss where they want, for Christ's sake, because we all do it, don't we? I mean, I frequently identify as disabled. You know, whatever toilet's near us, frankly. They're called trans-exclusionary feminists, right? And what they seem to think is if you let the trans women into the bathrooms, then men in ill-fitting wigs will seize this opportunity to sneak into the toilets and sexually attack the women. Now, I've never sexually attacked a woman. I don't think I would. I mean, you know, I say that now. I can't predict the future. You know, you only have morals when you don't need them. Anyway, no, it's an impulse thing. I imagine you walk past a woman's bathroom, you go, oh, I bet there's a woman in there. Oh, you just sort of run in. But being transgender, that's like 2 years of mainly admin, isn't it? I mean, you've got to get an appointment, which is months under this government, then sort of consultations, referrals, drug treatments, hormones, surgery if you go that far. Then you've got to get your passport changed. You really think you can sustain that level of arousal for 2 years? Like, if I'm trying to maintain an erection, one of the last things I will do is enter into a correspondence with the DVLA. You know, you really think you can for 2 years signing all the... I don't know. I believe these people. I think they just want to piss, you know? Because at the end of the day, let's be honest, these fellas, they're taking a pay cut. Justin. Trans women using women's bathrooms, that's the issue. You never hear about trans men using men's bathrooms, because men's bathrooms is not a place that women are trying to sneak into, is it? They're very different. Women's bathrooms are slightly more exotic because you go in there in pairs to sort of gossip and do your makeup and stuff. But men use public men's rooms for shit they can't do near their family. Maybe twice a year a man does a shit so bad he can't look his daughter in the eye afterwards, you know? No, you have no idea what I'm capable of. Go to your room. Washing our hands like Lady Macbeth in there some nights, like I won't come out, I can't get clean. I think every second male cubicle should have a Catholic priest in it, so you could properly purge. It's more of a soul thing, isn't it, sometimes, fellas? You know, Father, I have sinned. Yeah, clearly. Good grief. Guinness, was it? You should try it in service stations, because I don't know if you know, but in the walls in between, they have these holes. No, I think you should let trans women piss where they want. But it's weird, the trans rights things, it doesn't just divide the mainstream, it divides the LGBT community itself. This year, I went to Gay Pride in London, and there was a protest by some lesbians who were angry. They were anti-trans lesbian protesters. It was quite a lot to take in, right? And a lot of what they said, I think you would call transphobic. They kept going on about the toilet thing, which I do think is just fear-mongering. However, there was this one thing, and I was like, I don't think that's transphobic. I think that's because they're lesbian. Basically, some people were like, hey, you lesbians are transphobic because you won't sleep with some trans women. I'm like, well, yeah, they're lesbian. Like, every trans woman's different, right? Some have gone the whole way, some haven't, and some might have something that lesbians aren't looking. Otherwise, you're basically saying, hey, you call yourself a lesbian, why won't you suck that woman's cock? don't like them, I'm a lesbian. Am I allowed to say that, you know? Like, I'm a straight guy. I don't know what I'd do with a woman's cock. I have to see how I felt in the moment, you know? I'd shag a man in the pussy, 100%. 100%. Are you kidding me? That's the dream, if anything. Test match special on? Yes, please. People get so angry, though, man. Like, I always used to say the LGBT community, and then someone threw a bottle at me for not saying LGBTQIA+. And it's like, mate, I'm on your team. I just didn't know. Like, I didn't miss you out deliberately. Give people some credit. You've named your community after a bloody Welsh village. I'm not going to get everything right first time. Like, also, does anyone know what the A stands for in LGBTQIA? The A? Anyone? Asexual. Yeah. Now, that baffles me somewhat. Like, I don't understand why those people would want to be part of the same group, because that means at gay pride, you've got people who are like, I'm not ashamed, I'm proud, I'm a man and I love men, you know? I'm a woman, I have sex with women. And then you've got these people at the back who are like, I want no part of this filth! Like, holding up a blank placard, like, nothing! We want nothing! You're like, over there, that's a different march, isn't it? Surely. The problem with some sexist stereotypes, though, is that they're obviously used in the past to kind of make life harder for women. But now, some people think maybe life is harder for men because of the whole Me Too movement. I don't know about that. But what I do know is that no man could deal with the Me Too hashtag. Like, no, not even the really woke, liberal good guys. Like, I've got a friend who's a real good guy, you know, like one of them. And he, he's always blogging about why we can't eat prawns or some nonsense. And he's like, oh, this harassment stuff's terrible, isn't it? Oh, this harassment stuff, oh, makes you want to castrate yourself. What? That's what he said. Every man should just castrate himself. It's like, come on, mate, that's such a male response, isn't it? Because women still want to have sex, they just don't want to be harassed, right? So if women are like, hey, could you stop harassing us? And men go, oh, right, I see, well, I guess I don't need this anymore. Chop. Surely women are like, no, I still want to have sex, just more on my terms. But then we're like, no, those are your options. Either we can harass you or it's nothing. The species ends. Pick a team, Karen. Huh? Thank you so much for listening. My name is Finn Taylor. Have a lovely rest of your evening. Thank you very much.